and gentlemen, once again, you're very welcome to the Double Live! Thank you. Fucking good to be back. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be one half of your hosting team for the night. My name is Gerry Ger. For those of you who may not know me or may not know my story, I'll tell you a bit about me. I was a professional wrestler in a little known company called Irish Whip Wrestling back in the day. People remember Irish Whip Wrestling? Irish Whip Wrestling is a bit like Ebola, apparently. We thought it went away, but apparently it's coming back. I don't know. Well, there we go. I was a wrestler for about 5 years. I call myself a former pro wrestler. I'd say a more accurate term is a failed pro wrestler. Okay, it's hurtful, but I can't deny it. It's accurate. Thank you. It took a lot for me to admit it. Right, I feel like I'm at a fucking AA meeting here. My name is Ger, and I'm a failed pro wrestler. It's fucking tough being a failed pro wrestler though, right? Because like when you start wrestling, right? Does anyone remember the old Stone Cold My Sacrifice ads? Does anyone remember them? Yeah? We all remember them, and you're like, oh, it's so fucking easy. I just gotta do what Stone Cold says. He's like, you just gotta go up and down the road. You gotta drink your beer. What? You gotta train. You gotta work hard. And you can be the world goddamn champion by the end of it. What Stone Cold doesn't tell you is that you can do all of that and still be fucking shit. Which unfortunately is what I had to live through, okay? There's a lot of ways to fail as a professional wrestler, okay? And there's a lot of ways to succeed as well. For a start, if you want to succeed, the promoter, for example, likes you and pushes you and tells everyone that you're a star. When I pitched the promoter my character, I gave him this detailed thing. I'm like, this is how we get to the top, this is heel turns, this is how we do this is how we do that. He just kind of looked at me blankly and he goes, your name is going to be Rick O'Shea. Do you get it? And I'm like, yeah, that's a fucking DJ on 2FM, like, what the fuck, like, you can't just call me someone else's name, you may as well call me fucking Gay Bird. He goes, no, it's a pun. So what's going to happen is, you're going to lose a lot, and then you're going to ricochet back from it, like you're going to bounce back. And that was the day I learned I was going to be a fucking jobber. But even if the promoter doesn't like you, your friends can still take up for you. They can talk to the promoter, they can say, no, you've got this wrong, I've been in the ring with him, I know that there's something there, you really need to give this guy a second look. Do you know who was one of my friends at that time and could have at any point said a word in my favour? Jerry, what happened there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what he said.
I thought you were great.
Thank you, Jerry, thank you. I paid him to say that. I literally do. It's part of his contract. If your friends don't speak up for you, the promoter doesn't speak up for you, the fans can have your back. We saw this happen, for example, in WWE. Daniel Bryan, WrestleMania 30, the WWE wanted to put him down on the card, and fans were like, no, you get to be in the main event. And that is a dream come true. If the fans believe in you so much, they propel you to stardom. It's a dream come true. People tell me, I wouldn't know, because what I experience is when the fans don't like you, it's a fucking living nightmare. Because how it actually happens is you travel around the country, you're wrestling in front of strangers, the thing that you love and you dreamed of and you worked hard to get to, and you're fucking shit. And you're shit in front of strangers, and while you're being shit in front of strangers, you're nearly fucking naked. It is a literal fucking nightmare, lads. I'm fucking telling you, it's a pain. But anyway, I want to tell you a story about the weekend that I realised maybe wrestling wasn't for me, okay? I went on a little tour, I called it. That was being generous to myself. I went on a little tour, I got a few bookings over in the UK, okay? First off, I wrestled in a place called Cardiff on Friday night, Cardiff, Wales, we all know it. And I wrestled in, for a promotion, we had a talent sharing agreement with, where we'd exchange talent. Or in my case, we just had a sharing agreement, because the talent was a bit non-negotiable at that stage. So, I I know, yeah, it was rough. They're like, we'll give you a shot, kid. I don't know. It was a match that was so fucking bad I wrestled in. And by the way, right, I'm going to tell you some stories, and I'm telling you for the purpose of entertainment, but the one thing I will tell you is that everything I'm telling you here happened and is true. The match I wrestled in was so bad that a popular UK British wrestling fan forum voted it in an end-of-year poll that they held every year called the Shitty Arse 50. Actual name of the poll. It is matches you wouldn't wipe your arse with. That was the start of my weekend, lads. It was bad. On Saturday night, I went to like Sheffield or something, I don't know. I went somewhere anyway, I can't remember where exactly it was. And I wrestled in a match where, again, completely true, my opponent's girlfriend broke up with him immediately after that match.
Heel turn.
What did you do to him?
I don't know what I did, but I seem to be the common denominator in these shit matches, so I don't know. He was a knob anyway, he was a knob. Look, if I was going to use my shit wrestling ability for anything, that's what I wanted to be used for, so look, there's no big loss there.
Homebreaker! Proper heel now.
Have you seen him? He's not a fucking home record.
Yeah, it's more like never going to be a homeowner than a home wrecker, like Jesus Christ. Sunday was the main event. It was the big one I've been working towards. It was taking something off the bucket list. I wrestled in a promotion called WAW. Has anyone ever heard of WAW? Don't worry if you haven't. It is a historic British wrestling promotion. It is run by people you may know, the Knight family. Do people know the Knight family? Yeah. We know them. If you don't know them, for example, The Rock made a movie about them. They're Page's family. So they're Page's family. Ricky and Soraya Knight run this. So they're legends in the wrestling business, and I was dying to work this show. I actually got to meet Paige at one stage. Well, like when I say I met her, I didn't meet her. Do you know, like the Irish are kissing? Like when you meet me, man, I shook her hands. Like I didn't meet her. It would have been weird if I'd have met her. She was 15 at the time. So she was going out with Marty's girl. Shots fired. Ah, who? He works in IKEA. What's he gonna do? The way you got bookings back in those days was very simple, right? What you did was you went onto the popular social media site at the time. It was MySpace. And what you did was you DM'd a vagrant-looking man in his 50s who called himself a 50-year-old promoter, and you lied. You lied to him. You just lied. I was like, so I DM'd Ricky Knight, and I was like, hey Ricky, I just happened to be in the area on Sunday, and I'd love to wrestle on your show. You know, because that's a really normal thing. This was in Norwich, by the way. It's a really normal thing for Irish young lads to happen to be in Norwich, but I lied anyway, and he's like, oh yeah, you work for Irish Wrestling, yeah, that's no problem, we'd love to have you, right? I get there anyway to the show, I roll up, big swinging dick on me, I'm an import now, I'm really important, wheeling around my little wrestling bag, and I walk up to Ricky Knight and I say, look, I'm happy for the opportunity, thank you for booking me, this is an honour, I'm really looking forward, I hope I do you proud. Ricky Knight takes one look at me and he says, who the fuck are you? All of this is true. All of this is true. Stone Cold does not tell you about any of this. Ricky Knight looks at me, and I realise the flaw in my plan. Because when you mail 50-year-old wrestling promoters in the dead of night on a Tuesday, and you lie and they agree to book you, what I fail to take into account is they might be drunk, and they probably fucking are. And I guess that Ricky Knight was fucking drunk and forgot he ever booked me. Now, these are the days where it's pre-iPhone. It's like 2008 at this stage. So I couldn't take out the conversation and just go, look, I swear you booked me. Look, you said it here. You said it here. So I did what any self-respecting, import, professional wrestler would do in that situation. I panicked and I begged. And I was like, I'm not just in Norwich for that reason. I'm in Norwich for this reason. This is the only reason I'm in Norwich. Please use me, please use me, please use me. Anyway, Ricky eventually feels sorry for me and he just is like, alright, fine. He pulls over two lads who are planning the match and he goes, hey, you guys, come over here. And then he tells them, he's like, you guys, you're now in the three-way with Irish. That's what he called me. He'd already forgotten my name. So now we're in a three-way with two lads who weren't happy, but he was Ricky Knight and they weren't, so we were in a three-way and that was happening, alright? And one of the lads was like, hey, are you a babyface or a heel? And I'm like, oh, I'm a heel. And he said, oh, well, that's a problem because we're both heels, and it'd be weird if it was just a three-way or three heels, so one of us has to turn face. I haven't been a babyface in about 2 years at this stage. I was way out of practice, but I also wasn't in the match 10 seconds ago, so I had to be the babyface for this, okay? Now, we had a promo to set up the match beforehand, alright? And we had to establish our characters and so on. So one of the heels was coming to promo, and he said to me something. He goes, my character is like a British version of Sergeant Slaughter. I don't fucking know. Brits, man, Brits. They're all Filipinos. I don't fucking know. But anyway, he's like, do we all know who Sergeant Slaughter is? We all know who Sergeant Slaughter is, right?
Yeah.
For the benefit of anyone who doesn't know who Sergeant Slaughter is, who didn't see the Hulk Hogan documentary while it aired all through fucking WrestleMania. Sergeant Slaughter was a turncoat against his country, okay? He turned against the United States of America at the height of the Iraq War tension. So what this guy meant when he said, I'm a British Sergeant Slaughter, was that he essentially had turned against the British Empire as a whole. And that, for some reason, made him a heel. I thought he was a babyface. I'm like, you seem alright, kid. You're a good guy. You got good taste in countries. But anyway, what followed was one of the lowest moments of my life, and a story that I never really tell anyone. Gerry, I know you're around 20 years, and you don't know this story, I don't think. But I'm going to tell you guys tonight. You want to hear my story? No! It's awful, and if you dislike me, you'll enjoy it more. Do you want to hear my story? Yeah! There you go. People hate me. Great. That's just what you want to hear at the start of your live podcast. What we're going to do, guys, is, right, has anyone ever heard of exposure therapy? People not, it's not what you think, no. That's when you show your dick to a girl in Tesco car park. That's not what we're doing here. You can't be doing that, right? No. Exposure therapy is where you take a traumatic moment from your life and you expose yourself to it, you relive it, and actually you then can exercise the traumatic memory from your life. So what I'm going to do is we're going to relive that promo that I did quote, which was fucking traumatizing, okay? Are you guys up for being a Norwich wrestling crowd? Yeah! Give us your best Norwich wrestling crowd impersonation.
Let me have it!
Let's go! I would have cheered for Darren Huckabee if it was me, but like, whatever you're into, like. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to relive that promo, alright? Okay, so the promo starts and your man comes out. I can't remember the exact words, but the punchline of his promo was essentially, fuck the Queen. Hey. Knew that I'd get a reaction. He essentially said, fuck the Queen. Now, I had to make my entrance as the babyface in this scenario. Remember that Ricky Knight didn't remember my name. All he knew me as was Irish, and he picked my theme music for me. So when he said, fuck the Queen, and I had to come out and oppose that stance, this was the music that played. Join me in reliving this entrance, please. We're going to go ahead and do the entrance. Me and her are being backstage like, oh fuck, I know what I have to say. Come on! Yeah! Come on, guys! Woo! Yeah! I'm babyface and I'm from Ireland! Woo! And I cut the music, and then I had to say words that I've never told anyone that I had to say. I just let it live. I buried it deep. But tonight, in the spirit of bettering myself, I will admit this to you. And I said, hey! You leave the Queen alone!
Please hand your Irish passport back.
I agree. But you know what? He forgot I existed, lads. I had to say whatever I had to say to get the booking. It was fucking mortifying. I have never and will never tell my very Republican father that story. He'll never know. He's not allowed to watch this movie. He's too old to watch YouTube. It's grand. Don't tell him, please. He'd fucking kill me. I have to say that. Anyway, we wrestled the match. It was grand. At this stage, I had to get home. Don't worry, I'm nearly done. I had to get home and put this mess behind me, okay? And I was a little 18-year-old kid. I had no fucking plan for getting home at this stage, alright? I just assumed that the same thing that we did in Ireland, whereas if we had an import coming over, we'd drop them to the airport. I assumed that that was true. What I didn't take into account is that Britain is a big fucking country. So I'm in Norwich, which is like way over here in Britain, and I had booked fucking flight back to Dublin in Luton Airport.
Oh, Jesus.
Has anyone here ever been to Luton Airport? Yeah, a few people have been. I fucking knew you that would have been in Luton Airport. I'm like, I guarantee Rob and the crew will definitely have been to Luton Airport. Luton Airport is fucking awful, right? Luton Airport is basically the Marty Jannetty of London airports. It's awful. And it's 2 hours away from Norwich. 2
hours away from everything.
2 hours away from everything. Literally, if you're in London, you're still 2 hours away. It's like the Bermuda fucking Triangle, right?
It's 2 hours away.
So, I ended up getting a lift to the train station in Norwich, 15 minutes down the road. I had £20 in my pocket. It cost £20 to get back in the morning. There were no trains until the morning. So what I had to do was, I had to be like, I guess I just have to be homeless and wait in the train station for 6 hours. I just have to wait here. It was literally me and one homeless man in a sleeping bag in the fucking train station, right?
Yeah, you and that homeless man sharing the sleeping bag.
And here's the thing, you're not far off. You're not far off. Actually, I end up getting more pathetic than that, right? It gets worse, right? Me and one homeless man are in the fucking train station, right? And I can't even judge him. He's winning this interaction. He's got a sleeping bag. Hey! I've got my little wrestling suitcase, like, just sitting there, like, you alright, how are you, mate? You good? Yeah. I'm fucking parched. I've no food. I haven't thought of any, like, drink food. I've never fucking travelled by myself anymore. And there's a vending machine fucking staring at me. And I swear to God, I don't even have money for the fucking vending machine. So I'm panicking because I'm like, I have to wait here for like 6 hours until the first fucking train. And that's when I dissociated and had possibly the lowest moment of my life. And when you dissociate, you almost view yourself from a third person perspective. Because the memory is so fucking painful that you can't like associate yourself with that memory. So what happened was, I watched myself in the third person standing over the homeless man while he slept.
Oh my God. You did. You actually stole his money.
And then I said, "Excuse me, mister?" He looks at me, he wakes up, he's fucking disoriented, he's like, what the fuck's going on? And I said, no, it's grand. This is the way I talked when I was 18, it's the way I never did promos. No, it's grand. Any chance you have €1 for the Coke machine? I fucking begged a homeless man, lads. I swear to God, I actually begged a homeless man. And the worst part is, right? Is that the part you're judging me for? I have made a plan where I've made myself homeless, and you're like, you don't know the correct currency. Of course I fucking don't. I'm homeless for the fucking night. That's the fucking least of my worries. What's the exchange rate? Fuck off.
You expect the homeless bloke to know that?
The worst part was, right? He didn't even say a word. He just looked at me with judgment, and then judgment turned to disgust, and he picked up a sleeping bag, put it over his shoulder, and just walked as far away from me as he could, and just shaking his head the entire time. And I just stood there and stared at the hole in the ground where my homeless friend used to be, and a thought occurred to me. I thought, I don't think any of this shit happens to Randy Orton. When you think of the shitty Arse 50 match, the match where someone broke up with a fucking boyfriend because he was in a match with me, when you think of Ricky and I forgetting my name, when you think of me having to change allegiance and salute the Queen, when you think of not the consequences of a good career choice. Maybe wrestling wasn't for me. I was lost. This was everything I dreamed of. This was everything I hoped for. And then a thought occurred to me, and I saw the light. And I said to myself, you know what, Ger?
What, Ger?
Thank you. I said, I think it's time to start a podcast. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how we all ended up here tonight, because it is time for the return of Low Blows Live! I can't do this all by myself, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to need my co-host on the stage to help me out here. Joining me for his first time ever on Low Blows Live, it is the one, the only, give it up for You got to the big time, Gerry!
Me bollocks am I standing up on a second.
Gerry, how we usually start the podcast is we usually start with like me talking about a topical subject and then tying it into a wrestling fucking question, basically, okay? So Gerry, this week there's only one thing we can talk about. I'm fucking sweating, we're all feeling it, we're talking about the fucking weather. Because the weather in Ireland has every single one of us fucking melting. So the question I have for you as we get underway on the return to Low Blows Live is, Gerry, who's the biggest melt you've ever met in wrestling?
I think we can all answer this question, yeah? We can all answer this question, yeah? Because it's clearly one. I'll tell you why you're the biggest fucking melt, right? So I went downstairs to try and see if any of you rugby people were down there because, you know, I'm trying to help. And he comes and he fucking gives out to me, oh, you need to be up here, you need to be on the door. Like, I thought I was hosting, I didn't know I was on the fucking door as well. So no, okay, you're on the door. And what did he make me miss doing? I have my 4 pisses that I have to do.
Oh! For those of you who don't listen to the podcast, Gerry, tell them about the 4 pisses.
So before I get on stage to do anything, whether it be wrestling, whether it be stuff at Comic Con, doesn't matter what it is, I have to have 4 pisses. They don't have to be long pisses, they don't, just a little bit, but grand, a few drops grand. I have to have 4 of them. I've only had 1.
Oh,
so the whole idea of somebody taking their cock out, it's going to be me because I'm going to need to take a piss. So who's going to take it in the face?
Oh! Okay.
No
volunteers, no volunteers.
No volunteers, okay.
Gerry, you're very welcome to Low Blows Live. It's great to have you, and even if you did call me a fucking melt, I apologise for making you miss your 4 pisses. Gerry, we gave you a bit of homework to do beforehand, because for the benefit of anyone who doesn't listen to the podcast, don't worry, we'll explain everything that you need to know. Gerry, you're not a big fan of AEW, I think it's fair to say. Am I right in saying that?
Before I answer, is anybody here a fan of AEW?
Yeah, me! Yeah! AEW!
Hey, what's up?
Bombs.
It's shite!
I was, yes, thank you. One person, great. So I'm just going to look at you.
Does anyone here agree with Gerry and hate AEW?
Yes!
No, why would you hate it? It's just good wrestling.
I am fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked, Gerry. Yeah, you're fucked.
I'm not being nice. Bollocks to that, I'm not being nice, no way.
Okay, Gerry, what's your beef with AEW? What's your main...
There's no consistency when it comes to AEW.
Okay.
They do amazing fucking matches, am I right? Amazing matches, AEW?
Yes.
What's the bucket like?
Good.
Oh, it's pure silence. So it's fucking shit.
Random.
Absolute shit.
Well, yeah, you put them on the spot like for a question. Yeah, it's a nuanced question. Like, you weren't going to get an audience like in unison turning around and going, yeah, they're quite complex and they do long-term storytelling really well. Like, that's not a thing an audience is going to shout out, Gerry.
As I said in a podcast a couple of weeks ago, They're all a bunch of big shows. Every week, heel, face, heel, face, heel, face. It's constantly fucking changing. Give it a bit of consistency, please. It's just constant, and I fucking hate it.
Okay, Gerry does hate AEW. So, what we did with that is, we made Gerry watch AEW. Because I just wanted to annoy him. He hadn't got any ideas for what he was going to do. There was an AEW pay-per-view, Double or Nothing last week. Gerry, when he's looking back at something, he'll do something where he'll recap whatever we're discussing, okay? Gerry's recaps are usually hilarious because he never remembers what happens. He doesn't remember anyone's name, but he just kind of blags his way through it. And we said, that'd be gas to make him do it live for something that he fucking hates. Gerry, we made you watch AEW Double or Nothing last week to do a recap for it. Did you do the recap? Did you watch it for a start?
I can't confirm. I did watch all 5 fucking hours.
Come on, Gerry, come on. He's taking one for the team. Give him a round of applause. He's watching something he hates for you guys. Well done. No, he did. He's stepping in. What we wanted was to see if Gerry would fall in love with AEW. And Gerry, did you fall in love with AEW?
No.
So, we all seen Family Guy, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know when they go to the weather guy, he goes, "Go rain!" You know the way he says that?
Yeah.
I'm going to say about AEW what I think. Fucking shit!
Okay, so you weren't a fan of what you saw.
Overall, no. But there were some good parts about it, and I'll talk about the good parts, but mostly I didn't like it, no.
Okay, Gerry, one question actually, right? We might not thought of this. If you're here right now, who's on the fucking door?
Nobody.
Alright, well, I'll get on the door, you give the crowd, give it up! Gerry's gonna do his recap of AEW Double or Nothing!
I feel like I'm on a poetry slam or something. I'm going to start doing poetry, but I don't do poetry. So here goes. Okay. So 5 hours later, we have a list of 12 fucking matches. I'm like, is this supposed to be WrestleMania 1998 or something? Just throwing everything at it. That's what it felt like to me. Everything was fucking thrown at this. The kitchen sink, the whole lot. But anyway, here we go. Okay. So the pre-show had 3 matches, all in about fucking 5 seconds. Now the very first match was a really good match because it was a 5-minute match. Because it's supposed to be under 5 minutes, correct? That's the way it's supposed to be. And it was a women's match. Now let's see. I have to read the names because I don't know any.
Gerry doesn't remember any names.
I don't know any names. Divine. Oh, wait.
Hey, take it. Oh, they do. There go. Right.
Have you got a stamp?
They have stamps. They're good.
If you got tickets, €5 cash.
You're not on the door anymore. You're on the podcast, right? You can relax. I've got this. Don't worry.
That means I'm not getting paid, doesn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Absolute bad. Right, Divine Dominion versus Zayda Steele and who the fuck is Viva Van? Viva Van? Did they get it right?
Yeah.
That was one of the best matches of the night.
Hey!
Because it was the women. Because the women are better in AEW. Because the men just think they can do every fucking spot known to man in 30 seconds, and that's the way it is. So Divine Dominion won in under 4 minutes 37 seconds. It was great. Nothing else to report. And it actually says on my notes here, nothing to report. So that, it was a good match, but that was fine. I can't pronounce any of these names. Death Riders versus the Ops.
You couldn't pronounce the word ops.
Ops, that's it.
3 letters, O-P-S.
So there's a guy in this called Hook. We all know who Hook is. Does everybody know who Hook is?
Hook, yes.
He looks like he deserves a slap. Because he really does. He's just this smarmy fucking self-righteous prick who's the son of Taz, but he doesn't look like he's the son of Taz. He looks like son of Jesus, or whatever. he thinks he's great. Did he lose? He lost. It's part of the offer.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, he lost, yeah. So that was shit. So the Death Riders won and under 5 minutes again, so it was a really long match, as they like doing in AEW for some reason. Boom and Doom.
Boom and Doom.
Where the fuck comes up with these names? Is this your promotion? You come out of this shit? Boom and Doom versus Shane Taylor Promotions. Boom and Doom won. The only thing I remember from this match was Eddie Kingston coming back from rehab, and he looked amazing, didn't he? He did look amazing, yeah. Then we get to the main card. Okay, FTR versus Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. Wasn't it great to see Edge and Christian back?
Yeah!
No, it wasn't, because they're old as shit and they can't wrestle anymore. Fuck off and retire. Fuck off and retire. And Beth Phoenix coming out, wasn't that great? Wasn't she crying so much? Oh, it was the greatest moment in professional wrestling history when they won. No, it wasn't. It was shit. Fuck off back to retirement, or go on Vikings, or go whatever else. I don't give a fuck. Out. Who said that?
He's not far off. He's not far off, lads.
I retired 7 years ago. Fuck off.
No, I think they just mean in general.
Oh, okay.
If you saw Jerry's nighttime pissing schedule, you'd be like, he's close to retiring.
I got
Gets up like 7 times.
No, I'm not that bad. My prostate is fine. AEW International Championship match, and I'm only going to say one of the names of the competitors here. So Okada versus the guy, whenever I see his name, I want to take a shit. Every time I see the name, I'm like, that's take a shit.
No, it's Takeshita.
It's take a shit.
It's not take a shit.
It is.
It's Takeshita.
And this was one of the best matches on the night. And Kyle Fletcher had to come out afterwards and ruin it because he's a cunt. Fuck off, you little prick. And it's nothing to do with your height, it's to do with the size of your cock, it's tiny. Best pop of the night, there we go. We have another women's match, Tina versus who? Mina.
Gerry Ger.
Thank you. I'm not going to try and pronounce these. Another great women's match. Another report that Tina won. Great. Is that part of the Owen Hart Cup thing?
Yeah, Owen Hart Cup.
Owen Hart Cup. Great. Yeah. Wonderful. Whatever. Will Ospreay versus Samoa Joe. I don't want to talk about this match because I fucking hate Will Ospreay because there was 378 million spots in this match. I agree. That's Will Ospreay. Yes, let's boo because he's a prick. The only good part about this match was Samoa Joe was in it because we love Samoa Joe. Fuck Will Ospreay because he's just a wanker. Swerve Strickland versus Bandito. Another one I can't remember. I genuinely can't remember this match. Another forgettable fucking match. Swerve Strickland won. Great. Woo. Whatever. John Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly. This was actually good, wasn't it?
Yeah,
this was good. They bet the bollocks out of each other. Now, I'm not mad about people betting the bollocks out of each other anymore because I'm old now and I want people to have a really long career, but they bet the bollocks out of each other. It was great. The four-way women's match, I can't pronounce half their name, so just the current champion won. There you go, great. But it was a great match because, as I say, 3 women's matches on this card. They were the best matches of the fucking night. But yuck the fucking women, fuck the men. Now. Stampede Stadium match. Stadium Stampede match. Is that what it's called? Right.
Yeah, it is.
This was Tony Khan looking at the Money in the Bank from COVID, thinking, how can we make that better? And how can we add in the main event from WrestleMania 40 and just cluster fucking the shit over? Because this was the biggest pile of shit I've ever seen in my life.
Ooh.
The biggest pile of shit I've ever seen in my life. It was absolute bollocks. And I don't even know who won. Oh, Jericho, great, wonderful, yeah, he's great, he looks wonderful, his tits look amazing. They look great. They look great. My tits are a C and they look better than him. Then we have the main event, Darby Allin versus MJF. Now I really like MJF, I really fucking do. But if you were, let's just say we get MJF in WWE, would he be the same? No, he wouldn't be MJF, so he needs to stay where the fuck he is. Darby Allin needs to just fuck off. Because Darby Allin is shit. Let me clarify something here. Darby Allin can work like a motherfucker, correct? Yes. Why does he need to kill himself in every fucking match? Why does he need to kill himself? I'm a 42-year-old man. 20 years ago I would have been screaming me fucking head off at that match because it was probably fucking amazing. Now I'm 42, I'm an old man, I'm practically a granddad at this stage.
So
shut the fuck up! I'm fucking talking. You don't speak when I'm talking.
Alright.
Don't interrupt the seniors.
Thank you. You were older than me, Fred. Well, you look older than me because I look the same age for the past 12 years. It doesn't matter that I look 50, but fuck you. Darby Allin practically killed himself in this match. We can agree on that. So MJF won. Thanks be to fuck with that. Kevin Knight came out and went after Darby Allin on the stretcher when he was. That was probably one of the best parts of this whole night. Like, fuck you, Darby Allin, go off and go back up Everest or jump off a building or go skateboarding, I don't care. Go back to the sewer that you were in the promo before the match because that's where Jerry Little Sewer dwelling pox.
Can I make a point?
Yes.
It sounds like your criticism of 20 years ago you would have loved Darby Allin. Yeah. Now he's shit. It sounds like the only variable there is you're old.
You're old.
That's the only thing that's changed. He's the same wrestler, but you hate him because you're old.
Fuck off. And I mean that literally. Fuck off. And that was AEW. What's it called?
Double or nothing.
Double or nothing. There you go.
Give it up for Gerry, everybody! He was a champ. He was a champ. Look, we're asking a lot for the light here. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with our first guest right after this. It's going to be great. It's almost live! Ladies and gentlemen, you're very welcome back to the Almost Live in Woolshed! Alright guys, time for something very special. You're going to enjoy my guest at this time. My guest at this time is one of the most accomplished comedians on the comedy scene in Ireland, and is also a very accomplished wrestler. We're going to hear her story coming right up. Ladies and gentlemen, it is...
Shut the fuck up! This is a motherfucking raid!
Oh no, another fucking raid!
Shut the fuck up!
Another fucking raid!
Show me your hand! Show me your hand! Show me your hand! Keep your fucking hand!
Again.
This is a motherfucking
In 2017. Why are the guards wearing balaclavas? That's not a very Garda. Why are they wearing balaclavas? Why? Okay. Oh! That was the Garda stripping. Oh Jesus! Okay, she's giving it sauce. Okay. Oh, Jesus! What? What's going on? What's going on? This is not as sexy as you think, lads. This is disturbing. This is.
Everybody relax.
Gerry, sort this out, will you? Sort this out, will you, please? Just sort this out, okay?
we all take it easy, yeah?
Stop moving behind her! I'm trying to check on my co-host!
I had some intelligence. I got intelligence that this place is a front for a pedophile ring. And do you know what? By the looks of me all, my intelligence is correct. Because half of me look like dirty old fucks, and the other half look like little virgin boys. And I think we're just one way to figure this shit out, and it's a good old-fashioned interrogation. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to find the saddest sack in this audience, full of sad sacks, and I'm going to bring them up here, and I'm going to interrogate them. Are you ready?
Okay.
Hit the music.
Oh god. Okay, I'll hit the music. What's the music over there? This is very scary. Sorry guys. Is this the music you want? Oh god. How did you put that music? I've no idea. I'm not the guards. They have ways. Don't get around the room.
Saddest sack in the
Oh, yeah, that's it.
It's him.
Okay, for anyone listening to the podcast, she's pulling them over and she seems to be in the left hand. The guards are back pumping me again, for fuck's sake. Why? This is it. That's what Garda like. That's not what guards do. Oh! She kicked him. He's sitting on the seat now. Oh my god! She's in the background. I'm so sorry. She's in. This is very sexy. That's not very sexy. Jill, I think you might want to, I don't know, what's going on?
Oh, you little sad.
She's taking out one of the audience. Oh no. Oh god, she's putting him back on the chair and moving the table. Oh god, what's going to happen? Oh no. This is okay. That's impressive. I witnessed this and everything else from Garda.
people aren't losers. They're just wrestling fans.
Yeah.
So both arguably pussy works. What you've done.
Oh my God! What have I done? You young boy. Please, give me a hug.
We're not insured for that. We're not insured for that.
Get him up!
This is happening all over.
No, don't do it, don't do it there. And then, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here, you made the point. No, that's actual pepper spray. That's actual pepper spray. Get out of here. No, they're getting closer. Oh, no. She left. You can leave with her. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? You're supposed to be on the fucking door making sure exactly this doesn't happen.
Yeah, you are enjoying that.
Sorry about that, guys. That was unplanned. I guess the only thing we can really do is just get on with the show. So that's what we'll do. So as I was saying, my guest at this time is one of the most accomplished Irish comedians on the scene today who has taken her interest to wrestling and is taking it by storm, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for the very talented, wonderful, lovely. Give it up for Kate Moylan! Isn't she lovely, guys? Give it up for Kate Moylan!
Hi, I'm actually super shy.
Kate, it's very nice to have you here, Lola. Thanks for taking time to come see us today.
Thanks for inviting me. This is awesome.
No,
Cheers.
it's great to be here. You've lived an interesting life. You're a successful comedian already, and you decided recently to go into wrestling. Am I right in saying that you weren't even a big wrestling fan when you made this life change?
Oh yeah, honest to God, about 2 years ago I thought John Cena was a football player. So yeah, no, I know he's wrestling now. I think a couple of years ago I started wrestling because I went to see my first match with my two friends, you know, the sexy dancers, John Spillane and Steve Bradley. So, sexy swan.
Sexy dancers!
Should I get them out there and dance behind?
Please tell me I hate those guys.
So sorry, I'm going to take off these gloves because they're full of sweat.
Fair.
So someone could buy them afterwards if you like.
They're already gone. I'll never see them again.
So I went to my first match. I was actually OTT and I saw Session Moth and I was like, oh, that's fucking amazing.
Wow.
And then I did the summer camp with OTT and then I was kind of in and out of it. But then I went, at the start of last year, I went to Santino's in LA and I trained for 3 months on a beginner's course, but it was fucking really, really hard. I think 28 people started and 8 people finished.
Wow.
So yeah. There was grown men throwing up and crying, and I was like, yeah, that's a little bitch now. So I made it. I made it. But yeah, no.
And was there anything from, I imagine a lot of the skills you have are transferable. Was there anything that caught you by surprise or wrestling then, even? Or was there anything that you're like, oh, I didn't know I could do that? Hurricane is obviously, but
oh yeah, that fucked up Hurricane. You were going to do Hurricane, but I was just blub. But these things happen, guys. But, yeah, it hurts, and you're just afraid afraid of getting injured because I have a full-time job
Yeah.
as a designer.
Wow, yeah, well that's important, yeah, don't get hurt. But have there been any like close calls or anything where there's like, oh shit, like has there been any scary moments so far or?
No, I hurt my ass on a swanton 2 weeks ago,
Okay.
and then flashed a load of children my ass afterwards, like properly, so we were both scarred.
It must be like interesting to change up because obviously, look, as we saw, you were very, you can do a very adult act. How do you kind of like change that for like a kid's show and stuff like that?
Kids actually just try really hard not to curse, but in audiences, I feel like doing comedy and then cabaret and the wrestling, I think the wrestling audiences are much tougher because they'll like really tell you like loudly and chant at you if they don't like you or if you've done something wrong. So they are intense, but I kind of get a hard on for that, as you can see. I love an intense crowd. Sorry, I'm so. It's me, I'm the predator.
What are some of the highlights you've experienced so far? Like, what's the wrestling? I find like even like we think at the start of the show, like I'll always appreciate my time, even though I fucking sucked at wrestling. I'll always appreciate the fact that I have the stories. If you were to kind of, I'm sure you have plenty already, but if you were to think of like the biggest story that you'll like be telling 20 years from now, is there anything that comes to mind like from your time kind of doing wrestling?
I went to see WrestleMania in Vegas this year,
Oh, class.
and we went to Micromania, which was fucking amazing.
Nice.
And I got like a tray smashed across my face, so that was like, that was pretty fun.
Amazing.
Is there anything? Oh, I don't know. Everything is. The main thing is like doing matches before a show. It's like an hour. Usually, if you do a comedy sketch or something, you'd rehearse. Like, I know you don't think it, but that was rehearsed. So you usually rehearse things and but the fact that in like an hour before any show, you're just going through a match, and that's like that's so terrifying.
One of my, like, I've become a huge fan of yours, hence wanting to have you on the show, and like, honestly, you may have been part of my favourite match of this year so far, and I'm not blowing smoke when I say that, okay? And I don't know, is there anyone here who goes to the Fight Factory kind of, the
pop-up shows?
Pop-up shows.
They are fucking light, they're so good.
If you don't, then you need to. It is, if you like comedy wrestling, if you like the stuff that you just saw there, if you like Hate's Act, it is fucking gold, and like the themes in there are brilliant. But there was a match, and this is honestly one of my favourite matches of the year, the match where you tag teamed with Michael May. And I know we don't talk about it, but for anyone who didn't see it, does anyone, do you want to tell us like what was the theme of the show?
It was the theme of the show. Oh, what was the theme of the show again?
It was
pop culture, and then it was me and Michael May, but I was Britney Spears, and he was just Michael May against the stepbrothers, and Tommy was one of the stepbrothers. So Tommy was there in the match, but also it was like Michael was just himself, kind of coming in, thinking he's doing like his training class on a Thursday, and then all of a sudden I appear like it's a surprise, bitch, it's Britney, I'm your tag partner. I feel like out of all the people I've been with or have been in close contact with, I feel like I did sexually harass him so much on that. But it was the character, I was so up in his face, and he was just. But it was good. It's also good as well because usually, I do sketches, so I'd like make up characters and get to do loads of different characters, but you have to, really hone in on one, usually in wrestling. So the pop-up shows kind of gives everyone a kind of a way to experiment with, other things and characters and people, so that's very fun.
You did Sharon Osbourne as well.
Oh yeah.
That was fucking excellent.
And then Jack Toner, J Money, played Ozzy Osbourne back from the grave, and I had to explode all this cocaine in his face just to get him going.
That's something special. It's something special. You're
and Harry was Harry Styles, which is apparently. And then, who are you, Rob? Zayn. And who are you, Danny? In the Nine Horns.
Yes.
Little boy band went dream over there.
I love it. You're one of these people that, like, when I wrestle because I was shit, I get really annoyed and bitter at it, and you seem to have just taken to it straight away. Like, do you have goals with it, or like you seem the type of person that you just enjoy kind of the art in it, like in terms of like it kind of probably complements a lot of what you do in terms of sketch comedy and stuff like that as well. But is there anything that you're kind of looking to achieve, kind of?
At first, well, honestly, when I first got into it, I was just like, oh, I want to do this for my comedy sketches I'm doing other places. I want to just do really realistic wrestling moves and learn how to beat the shit out of people really realistically. And then the more I did it, I was like, oh fuck, I really am into it. So now I haven't had a one-on-one match yet. Like I'm still very new at it. Like I'm actually a shit, but I'm getting better. So I'm probably in the next month or two I'll have a one-on-one match. Because at the moment it's just been tag teams or just small parts of it. But also wrestling is just like the storylines in wrestling it's like across all mediums. It's like real, like live. The storylines are happening in real time, and they could go on for like a fucking couple of decades. So it's insane. Like on one character, like
EastEnders.
Oh. Yeah, but that's shit, isn't it?
Amazing stuff. And then in terms of like, you know, I think, and that's mad that you say that. I wouldn't have thought of that from just seeing your work and stuff like that. So if you are shit, you're hiding it very well and you're doing excellent, like, and very entertaining anytime I see it. If people like come to this and they may not have known you beforehand, they're here to watch the WWE, where can they find you, and is there any dates you have coming up?
Oh yeah, please don't talk to me after this. Keep your distance, okay, guys?
I don't mean literally find you, like,
no.
social media. Like.
Oh no, I love a stalker. I just put that out there. I was like, I challenge everyone in this room. And like, see who survives.
I feel like you can take them. I feel
like, that's what I want. I was like, self-defense.
Get away with it.
Oh yeah, I'm a guard. I can get away with it.
Yeah, that's it. What a corrupt nation we live in. Is there any, like, have you any kind of dates coming up in terms of comedy, wrestling, or anything? Where's the people look out for you?
Yeah, if you check out Fight Factory, they've got a next gen coming up on the 6th of June. And then also they should have some pop-up shows coming your way. And is there anything else? Oh yeah, I run a comedy night called Mate Comedy, and we do like loads of varied different sketches, but I'll always do a wrestling comedy sketch into that. So
brilliant.
That's it.
Amazing. Kate, like, we love to kind of, you know, shout out and kind of, you know, spotlight upcoming talent in Irish wrestling, and it's safe to say that you're very, very much one of that. You have an exciting time, I think. If people didn't know you beforehand, I think they'll leave you fancy.
Fucking know me now.
Absolute great sport. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Gerry Ger!
Okay, lads, well, we'll see how we get on with this segment after that last fucking segment, because my days that was mental. Lads, would you please welcome to the stage our ever popular Sketchy Bros!
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Well, lads,
It's pretty fucking hot here. Just I'm gonna wear a cardigan for the duration. So.
well, lads, how are you going to follow that?
Why didn't you let us go on first? What the fuck?
Well, I didn't ask, and I was told no because we'd be so much better. That's what I was told.
She was very good. The lads dancing. I'm just happy to be here. Thank you.
In fairness, give it up for the two lads and came on.
What a gang. Give them a round of applause. Can I just ask, before...
Before we finish here tonight, you do that for us. Just one time.
Sexy dancers!
Thank you.
Sexy dancers.
Sexy dancers. Alright, thank Jimmy. Why are you wearing sunglasses inside?
The blinds are full.
Yeah, alright, where's your guide dog, you silly bastard? Okay, so lads, obviously, we're here in front of a rabid wrestling crowd, and it is fairly rabid tonight. When did you get into wrestling? Was it a very young age, or did you get into
Very young age. So we were backyard wrestlers, like way back in the day, in the 90s. You know, anybody remember the Invasion storyline? Yeah, that's when we were like in the middle of it. W switching back and forth from WCW to WWE when Monday Night Nitro was on and Raw was on at the same time. So we were going back and forth. When at the time they announced by accident that Mankind had won the belt, and there was more than because everybody switched over, and all the advertisers were like, you know, we lost all the viewers.
That wasn't by accident. They genuinely thought no one's going to see Mankind win the fucking title.
Fair, yeah. Absolutely.
What we use now, we use WWE or WWF at the time, or we use WCW?
Oh, we could just enjoy both.
Oh, so you're not like me who hates AEW, okay.
Well, no, we were like neutral. We were in the middle.
We're just general fans.
We were just enjoying both of them because they had the triple cage. WCW had the triple cage.
Yeah.
While WWE had the Hell in a Cell, and they were both trying to outdo each other. So we were the only winners in that. You know?
Yeah, in fairness, yeah, we would have been, yeah, because everybody won throughout the Monday Night Wars because they just kept outdoing each other.
Oh, brilliant. The best thing ever.
So when it came to growing up watching wrestling, who beat the shit out of who?
I'm very young. I'm gonna just say that now. I remember ECW. There was no ECW talk.
Oh, bravo!
Did we like yes?
Yes!
There is a fucking dog whistle. I love it.
So you were an ECW fan?
Yeah, I'm not that old. I bear in mind during all the ECW WWE shit, I was like 5, so you know, he's very old.
Yes.
Ian, say it.
Say
You're 25.
What year?
Stone. I'm 25 plus fat.
Plus back, okay, yeah, I'm the same, but a lot of fucking back went on to mine. So basically, kind of what you're saying is Ian beat the shit out of you.
We're seven of us, so you know, he's one of the oldest.
I powerbombed Conor one time and he stopped breathing. But I was like, it's okay, it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine.
Who's done that
one
to
of
a
us
sibling?
went in.
Who's done that to a sibling? One person. Is that sibling still alive? No. Oh, there he is there. Okay, man.
Yeah, he's fine. He doesn't
You're out of
So, don't worry, we'll get back to the rest of the time. Obviously, you guys do sketches on Instagram and TikTok. Where did the sketches come about? Right? How did that come into it?
Which one specifically?
When you started off, you were starting to do the ones about the mother, about the father, the stupid mother, stupid father. What? How did it come about?
I don't know, like, I wanted my mad to be in a sketch one time. And she said she would. And then when it came time to film the sketch, she was gone. So I said, right, fuck this. I have a wig upstairs. Like a laptop. And I put the wig on. And I played the man and me. Yeah, she hated it, so I kept doing it.
I love the fact that you just randomly have a long braid wig in your room. That's
talk
not weird at all.
That's none of your business, Charlie.
Is that
Sorry, but just that's none of
I'm
your
assuming it's for the OnlyFans though, yeah? That's
It's in Molloy OnlyFans, if anybody wants to. I owe OnlyFans money at this time, so if you it's cheap, it's like 2 quid, come on.
So, you've done a couple of sketches and then all of a sudden this mad sketch comes about and it's exactly when I knew you were wrestling fans. Because then we got Bella. So
Yeah.
talk us through Bella. How did Bella come about?
Did anyone play the game Hell Is Us?
Yes.
Right. You know the guy with the chin thing?
He's got all that going on.
And Connor, I had a pause one day and Connor came in and goes, what the fuck was that? I was like, it's this game we're playing. What's his name? And I went, Bella. And he went, fuck off! I went, obviously not, no one's name is Bella. And then we started looking at the picture of the guy on the screen. We were like, what do you think he'd say? You know, down in the pub. Oh, they don't say a man about pot noodles. Random stuff like that, like, you know, and we just, and I went, hang on there, and we got the pen and piece of paper out and we started doing it. And like that came really easy. But the hard, not the hardest part, but the more taxing part was finding the filter.
Yeah.
We went through it fucking ages on Snapchat, filter, and I found it and went, oh my god, Connor, I have it. Just started saying stuff. There's a 4-pack of this. Big donuts. I have to go. And then like the heavy breathe. You play that. You go. Yeah, I have a applause for that.
I can't talk to you, so I have to leave. There's an appointment now and I got to get me toenails cut off. Thanks, I'll see you in a while.
It was about 40 minutes of us trying to find the filter. I was hung out the fuck, right? In the corner of the room, basically in the fetal position, the two of us not speaking, sending back picture after picture after picture. Eventually we found the filter, and it's fucking terrible looking. it's just fucking terrible.
Velvet is one of those people that looks like there's a smell off him. And you're not close enough to actually get the smell. But
I can see the smell off him.
remember in the cartoon they had stink lines. That's what you can see with Velvet, just wafted towards you.
That very first scene, so it's you and Ian is in the bookies, and you're talking to your dad's weird friend in the bookies. So where did the idea for €5 each way on The Undertaker versus Great Khali come from? Now, hold on. That's the bet. €5 each way. On which fucking wrestler? We don't know. But where did that come from?
That's a true, not exactly a true story, but it was in a bookies in Ballymun years ago, right? But this little young walked in, he's only like 10, and he walked in, slammed his hand onto the fucking counter, and he went behind the counter just on that. And she started talking to them all, and I was kind of like, what the fuck is going on now? And then eventually he left and they ushered him out or whatever, and it was like, near enough, it was in January, I'd say. And I asked and I said, what's that all about? And she goes, he's after giving me a fucking ticket with the Undertaker to win the Royal Rumble. We don't take bets for that. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So when we were writing it down, I was like, come on, say this. Say, yeah, you're not putting the bet on the Great Khali. He's like, no, the Big Show. I said, no, the Great Khali, the Undertaker. Just start naming wrestlers for about 10 minutes. They were like, great. We're not getting a bit too far with this. Bring it back down. The Great Khali. Who was it? Big Show?
Undertaker versus
Undertaker and the Great Khali. And then there was a whole thing. They didn't wrestle anymore.
Yeah.
What the fuck is
I love that you brought up where you heard that from was Ballymun, because I was working in that fucking bookies in Ballymun at the time, and we used to get bets like that all the time. Someone would come in and go, can I put John Cena to win the Royal Rumble? No. Fuck off. And it was mainly kids who are like, you can't even serve you, you're underage, get the fuck out. Well, that's
Paddy Hardy, that's what
yeah, they can do them now, but not then. That was fucking donkey's fault.
There's someone here who told me to put a tenner on Finn Balor to win the Royal Rumble, and I did it. Front. Where is he? Bastard. I lost that tenner.
Yeah, Bard. Was it right?
Get him out. Off you go.
He wasn't in the Royal Rumble.
If you have the tenner back. Bastards.
Now there's been a couple of your videos that you do that you kind of had like outtakes and just funny shit. But what was like, what were the ones that you just couldn't add in? You're like, they were just too funny, you couldn't get them out.
There was one we did where there was like a, we had to cut it out altogether because the person was racist, right?
Should have left it in.
We that's what she said. But not the fucking me. But no, we had, the idea was that as they were about to say the racial slur or whatever, we would cut them off and say, no, you can't say that, right? And this went on for ages, and we wrote them down, but we were also drinking. So they got worse and worse and worse. And then like, he said to me, he goes, right, we've got this sketch, that sketch, whatever, for the week. We'll do that one. I was like, yeah. I looked at it, no plan, and went, no. Ripped it out, got rid of it. Now, in fairness, we had a lot of fun doing it, but yeah, we couldn't do that. We'd be gone. We'd be able to talk.
I seem to remember there was a lot of different diseases in one particular one that Bello had. Where the hell did they
Bello has lumbago in his teeth.
Yeah.
All of the diseases came from Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
Give us a few of them. You can remember them there. Give us a few.
It's not even that. It's lumbago is something that happens to your back.
Yes.
Bellup's wife didn't had a flesh-eating virus.
It was a flesh-eating bacteria. Yeah, the bacteria, yeah.
And someone had to have their lower jaw removed.
Oh,
sister. No, them sister. Michelle had their lower jaw.
That's right.
And you were getting a neck reduction.
Doesn't look great.
It looks fantastic now, yeah, poor Bellup looks good. Okay, now I'm not going to keep it too much longer because I know he's on a few points and everybody wants to continue on, but we were talking earlier on, tell us about how you nearly became the Irish Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah. So my friend was doing the blue collar boxing for IKEA of all places in Royals. And I had a look at it and I was like, right, still, next year we're going to do the boxing against each other. And you're going to go down to the ring to your like music, fucking Oi the Toy or whatever it is. And then I'm going to take fucking ages. And everybody's going to be in on it, but like you're going to be waiting. And then all of a sudden Hulk Hogan's music kicks off. And I come stomping down, all of that, right? Get in the ring, eventually hits me with the chair, right hit the deck, but then I Hulk back up. And someone's waiting there with a belt. So as soon as I win, they bring me the belt now, but COVID happened, never worked out.
Fucking COVID, we nearly had the Irish Hulk Hogan.
I know.
Wouldn't that have been amazing? No, okay. The Irish Stone Cold. Oh wait, fuck you, Zach.
I thought you meant getting cancelled for being racist.
Well,
we were nearly there earlier.
Yeah, you've done that sketch, you've certainly done that. Now before I let you go, I want to see if you can do this for me, okay? Obviously, wrestling fans, you've known wrestling for years.
Be racist.
Pick one of your characters. Be racist. Wow. Wow. I'll come down to you in 2 minutes, I'll do that.
I'm so sorry, I ruined this lovely cardigan.
There she is. I would like to, on behalf of me and this lovely crowd here, I'd like to apologise for that gum straight from the
I think that was on purpose.
You're upstage, you're jealous, I want you to pick a character, okay? And I want you to do your best wrestling promo as that character.
I think it's the only one to do.
Okay, now you're
I'm
ready.
going to call it out. I'm going to call it out the...
Call out the cake, call out the cover.
Do you like Vince?
Listen here, Kate. I'm not happy with that carry on area, right? You could really horse that man, right? When Mongomania runs wild down you, you're going to know all about it.
Let's go, Mondo! Let's go, Mondo! Let's go!
But I can't go for that long because I have asthma. I mean, my says I have to be home by 7. Also, you're taller than me, so I don't think I can fight you. Also, I met her on holiday, a different skill. Mean Jane, listen to me. I'm going to take her down. Yeah, I have asthma, I know. My arse is wet from the point.
I didn't piss myself. Okay.
No, Mondo!
Yeah, anyway.
Fuck it off. Fuck it off or I'll piss on you.
He'll enjoy that actually, Gerry. Don't do that, he'll enjoy it.
€5 on me OnlyFans.
Don't be fucking doing that OnlyFans for 9 hours to get earlier, sorry. Nobody does that. Because I'll fucking kill you.
Okay, Mono, thank you. Go on. I'm gonna need the last word. I'm gonna need the last word. It has to be Bella. Go Bella. On the spot, I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Sketchy Bros!
We're just around 40 minutes away from WWE Clash In Italy! You're very welcome back to the Outlaws Live in the Woolshed! Alright guys, we just have one more segment for you guys, and this segment is the part of the show that you guys control. We've been asking you all night for your questions. You guys have sent in questions on our WhatsApp. So we're going to do Ask Those Bros for Gerry. Give it up for Gerry, everybody. Welcome back up to Sketchy Bros. Okay, Moylan, step back up. Alright, guys, thank you so much. Alright, guys. You've been sending in questions. We're just going to go through it. First one, I suppose, is for the Sketchy Bros. Shag, marry, kill, Bell, Pidgeot, Dibna.
How do you see Dibna? She's fucking riot.
Would you fuck her or marry her?
So marry Dibna.
Tony, you disagree?
I'd shag Bella because I reckon he's ruined back there. What was the last one? Pidgeot? What was it? Pidgeot?
Yeah.
Kill him?
Kill him.
Kill Pidgeot?
Go.
Alright. What do you think?
I would have said, marry Dibna, shag Bella, you always know where Bella is. Kill Pidgeot. It's all
We'll have one for KK. You up for answering questions?
Yeah.
Alright, Kate. Question is from the Fight Factory pop-up show. Was the Ozzy Osbourne or the Liam Payne squads from the X Factor a bigger one-way ticket to hell?
Mind your fucking business.
That'll do.
Fair enough, yeah, that's good. How long till Ian gets heat stroke?
Look, I'm glad you put that point on me because I was about to die. Like, man, my nipples are just melting off my chest here. Maybe tattoos are falling off. Like, I'm okay. I'm okay if anyone's wondering. I'm fine. But
What's the name?
who the fuck said that? I'm okay, thanks.
Good, glad to hear. Just an update for you on Phil Banner, 25-1 for next year's Rumble. Unfortunately, he won't let you do an actor for it tonight, so just so you can get out ahead of it, right?
One of you's made me do
Gerry, are you going to go to All In?
When is it?
Yes.
August 31st, I think.
Yes.
It's a weekend, like, sorry.
It's in Wembley, yeah, it's not Sunday.
Is there many tickets?
Like 40,000, yeah, unfortunately.
You know, actually, I will answer that. I might go. Just so I can tell Will Ospreay's a cunt to his face.
Favorite matches of the year so far. So, okay, I suppose you can go for like when you've been in or when you've enjoyed as well.
Oh, there's so many. But the one that the most.
The WrestleMania main event night, yeah.
Yes, that was the night. That was the one that I. But do you know what?
Who's in that match?
Do you know what? Names.
Just real quick.
Oh yeah, fucking Roman Reigns. Do you know what? I tell you. What's the next question? I will say this. I'm only interested the last year or two, I'm so afraid of saying wrestlers' names in case I get them wrong and I get like absolutely savaged by the audience.
Yeah, like take your shit.
Actually, do you know what? I like this will get you savage, but I think it's a funny game. I do a game with someone Jimmy knows is a mutual friend of ours who isn't a huge wrestling fan, and we do next lines of popular wrestling songs. Alright, so you have to guess the next line. I'll say the line and you guess whatever the next line is. So that sound good? Yeah. Alright. So the lyric is when it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. What's the next line?
When it comes crashing down. When it comes crashing down. Everyone! And it hurts inside.
Look in my eyes, what do you see?
Look into my eyes. Certainly not.
Last one. I think I'm cute, I know I'm sexy.
Oh, fucking. Yeah, is it fucking the hot boy? Shawn Michaels!
The Hot Boy Kid. HBK, that's what it stands for. Favourite match of the year, Gerry?
Willow Spray versus.
Sorry, I'll get you in a second.
Sorry, lads. I'm a very important person here. Fuck off. Favourite match of the year so far? Oh, Jesus, now.
You and your ego.
You're right, yeah, that's it. Favourite match of the year? Fucking hell. It might have only been about 30 seconds long, and the fact that I actually missed it because I had to run home because it was a leak in my house at the time. Oh, my family versus Brock Lesnar, because I love to get beat.
Alright, last question, Jordan asks, why is carrot cake the best cake? Why is the best
Okay,
cake?
why is carrot cake the best cake? Who the fuck put carrot in a cake? That's the same fucker told me to put 10 quid on Phil Balance with the Royal Rumble. I want the money back. Say.
Carrot cake! Carrot cake! Carrot cake! Carrot cake! Carrot cake!
School boys. My favourite cake, the Black Forest guitar.
You changed since you got TikTok famous. Fucking nonsense now. Fred from Black Forest, how long you were there? Okay, and there's no room for favourite cake.
Just obvious. Do you know what? Warm chocolate cake and vanilla ice cream.
Nice, good shit. Connor?
For all the Wolf family, there's 7 of us and we love interest. It's also Black Forest guitar.
Oh, okay, very good. Gerry, favourite cake?
Bankers!
What the fuck is a guitar? Is that what happened to fucking Hulk Hogan's foot? Guitar. That is good when I have
Alright, let me give you some best questions, Gerry. I'll let you give it away. What was the best questions?
Oh, the best question?
Yeah, we got asked. What's one you remember?
Oh, they were all shit.
We're gonna give away one.
Okay, I like a carrot cake myself.
You like a carrot cake?
It was Jim.
Yes, it was me all along.
It was shocking.
Alright, guys. That's all the time we have for Almost Live tonight. But before we go, one more time, can you give it a break? Let's give it to the Sketchy Bros! One more time, let me hear for Ken Moylan! And then we'll turn the bit here for Didn't do well on his first Almost Live. Give it for Gerry! Ladies and gentlemen, what? Look after yourselves and each other. If you don't get that, you're too young, get the fuck in.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Gerry Ger. Thank you so much for backing out this room again. Thank you for making it easy first, it's been very scary. I got up and you realise I'm like, I'm doing my first ever fucking stand-up set in front of really fucking talented comedians right there. Very scary. You made it very easy for us, so thank you so much. Give yourself a round of applause, you're amazing. That's all the time we have for all those lives. So in the meantime, for Gerry, for me, that's the one.